sorry if you guys have heard any of these pieces. I'm really... Kate Gervais! Sorry. She's really great, and she's an old friend of mine, and she just showed up. So, this is a very small little piece. A couple of you have heard it, but that's okay. It's called Belly Laughing. I was reading poems out loud to my ex-girlfriend when she was not yet my girlfriend. Poems I had not written, and I was laughing, like belly laughing. And she was like, "What's wrong with you? Those poems are super sad." This one's called 24. Dang, thanks for the laughter. This one's called 24. Nothing has changed much since my childhood. Instead of my mother telling me to clean my room, I tell myself to clean my room in my mother's voice. Yep. Right? Yeah, there we go. The loneliest I ever felt was when I first moved to California. I was 24, so I made 24 mixtapes the first 24 days. I could tell you that I finally learned my lesson, that my eating and sleeping habits are now unblemished, but I'd be lying. This is the window to my life. When I die, bury me inside my favorite magnolia. When I die, look for me under my URLs. This is a new piece, actually, what's the word? Conglomerated, maybe? From, it's like a conglomerate of tweets from my anonymous Twitter account. And it's called Watermelons. I have perfected the art of doing nothing and everything at the same time. Just kidding. My phone will die soon. I will die one day like my phone. There is a large jar. There is a brain inside that jar. It is my brain. I am the large jar. Or I keep imagining my head as a watermelon with too many seeds. I keep wanting to cut it into slices and hand it to a circle of friends, while someone is running around outside screaming, "Quit putting parentheses around me." I thought someone was in my bed cuddling me all night, but turns out it was just my shadow. The internet is a big brain we've built, but it remembers more than our brains do, and seems to never stop growing. Being on the internet so long, TV seems like a tease because I'm not an active participant. I asked a man why he thought his daughter was so beautiful, and he said, "I think it's because part of him wants to eat her." That freaked me out. Someone seems to be perpetually opening my bedroom door, but when I look over, it's closed. I sat on the beach blaring an old school boombox in heavy rain until it exploded on my chest. Some of my ghosts have even created their own websites. I went to sleep dead last night and woke up freaking out that I was still dead. Okay, sweet. Okay, this one, maybe this is my last one here. This one is called Because. What I do to others, I'm doing to myself. Because I am who I am not. Because programming cannot be disregarded. Because there's too much to be sad about to not be sad sometimes. Because there are 62,000 miles of blood vessels in my body. Because the sea has enough salt to cover every continent. Because 0.3% of solar energy from one desert could power the U.S. Because it would take me 300 years to drive to Mars. Because of the terror of indefinite space. Because atoms are 99.9% empty. Because the brain can survive 10 minutes after the body dies. Because when I sleep, I dream I am awake. Because I'm always alone and never alone. Because I don't know how I'm conscious. Because my environment is my body. Because yesterday, today was tomorrow. Because I will never have more life left than I have now. Because Earth is not dead. Because 1 tablespoon of soil has more organisms than there are people on the earth. because stars shine across the blackness of space to each other, because someone listens but does not hear, because I like being awake too much, because I use my yellow curtains as a robe, because I have anxiety for my inbox, because I want to take a bat to my television, because I am here as you are here, because a billion atoms fight to be the center of attention, because my consciousness remembers it's there, because I am my own machine, because I am what I love, because boredom shouldn't exist, because children are the best poets, because I want to delay nirvana, because I'm in the course of gravity, because a swab of DNA from my cheek can tell me my ancestry, because I feel, therefore I think, because a plant's emotional response to humans can be recorded by a machine, because time is passing, because time has passed, because we are relatives.